If I let you in on a little secret, there was a time in my life when I used to try really hard. The last time I gave it my all was when I was in university. At the end of my graduation, when I didn't get what I wanted, I crashed. I have never been so disappointed in myself, and after that, I never tried again. Until this year. I surprised myself because I haven't been as disciplined or diligent with anything to this degree for nearly a decade. I became obsessed with training. I started around 20 kilometers per week and slowly worked my way up. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and eventually 60 kilometers per week. Okay, hello there. Okay. Honestly, I'm feeling a little fatigued right now. My left hamstring after the run has just been like pulsing and like feeling really tight. And I was feeling it throughout the run as well. And my ankle, like my whole left leg right now, is just like feeling not the best. And I kept it mellow, like I didn't add any distance today. I knew I wanted to do like 15 today and not like go too crazy with the pace. The pace thing is a bit of a question because I swear to God, last week I was running average like 6:15:25. I was shocked like when I was looking at my watch, thinking to myself that my pace is pretty slow, and that whole week has just been like an awakening experience where I'm like, wow, I'm a very slow runner. And it didn't feel good, obviously, because it's not really my goal. During one of my longest runs, I felt off. Something just wasn't feeling right. Even though I knew this, I could see that I was very close to hitting another 30-kilometer run that day, and I pushed myself.
Nearly here.
I came home to a toonie-sized blister, but I didn't think too much of it. I knew that I would have one rest day, and I'll be right back on my feet again. But that wasn't the case. Little did I know what I thought was a blister issue actually escalated to an IT band issue. And if you know anything about IT band issues, it's this really annoying, painful thing that happens to runners who basically do too much too fast. And from then, I struggled to feel normal for the following month. We're doing a 21K course. What do you call it?
Recon. And I forgot my watch. So
Off to a great start.
so pretty.
Hello there. I'm gonna just get ready for my run and do a little update on my marathon training. Sorry for looking the way that I am right now. If I'm being honest, I'm not feeling the greatest right now. And there's nothing really going on, but I feel like super emotional and anxious, and like I just don't feel good about myself. It has like nothing to do with the training. I actually very, very, very proud of myself for being like so diligent with my training. Okay. I also feel like I haven't really been like letting myself feel different things for a while, and I feel like maybe this feeling is slightly like overdue in a way, because I don't know, I think I've just kind of turned a blind eye to something that I've been feeling for a while. And one of the biggest things that I I'm having a hard time with, honestly, is like friendships. I dreamed of coming to this town, and I honestly had no idea, what it was going to be like living here. I was already in my 30s when I moved here, and I really never went outside of my like partner and relationship at the time to search for a community of any sorts. So I never really like ventured out into the world, and I think I use it as a way to maybe just like be in that relationship and not have to deal with the things that are required for you to meet new people, be vulnerable, and all of that. And anyway, so where this is coming from is I really love looking back at my trips and things that I've done. And I don't get a lot of vacation days. So being able to go and do something without thinking about work and doing what I love, it's just, a great thing. And I wanted to share that. And in my head, I was really afraid of going back to Instagram and like opening that up again. Although all I really was trying to do was share my trip, and so that my mom and dad are like also looking at it. My aunt, in a way, it allows me to like show people what I'm experiencing without me having to like individually share these things to them. So there was that. But then came this sort of Pandora's box that I never really needed to like think about, because I never really was on Instagram specifically, where I had gotten rid of Instagram many years ago because I just realized like it was not doing me any good. When I went back, this was like I had taken a big hiatus. Like I think the last post I've posted was 2 years ago. And I had already like started feeling uneasy because I knew that there would be events and things that I'm not invited to, my friends being somewhere and doing stuff. And like I know that in my head I'm like, it's not really that big of a deal. I think I struggle a lot with like just feeling like I'm the one putting in all of the effort and it not being truly reciprocated. And at a certain point it was super effortless for me, but as the time went by, it started becoming more and more difficult for me to feel included. And I don't know if that's like, and I've dealt with this my entire life, where I feel really, really like left out. So that sometimes I take things way too personally. The other thing is some of these feelings are actually true. Like I can clearly see that, whether it's because I'm in a relationship right now and people just assume that I don't want to be included, or I'm just not in anyone's train of thought, and that really hurts. Okay, this is turning into like a different video altogether. But yeah, sorry. So that is sort of where I'm at emotionally, and it's been kind of bottling up, I think, inside of me for almost like a year actually. I've really felt this like for a while now. Like no matter what I do, I feel like I'm not enough. I'm getting ready for my long run today, and today's gonna be the longest run before I taper. And I'm super proud of that. I've honestly been putting in a lot of effort into this because I think it's really helping me to like stay focused. And now I can channel the rest of that energy and just like have a great time. And I've had some things come up with this training where I'm dealing with an IT band issue that I think is slowing down a little bit or quieting down a little bit, which is really, really nice. I have had a couple of pain-free runs lately. That was really good. And also this has like really forced me to take care of my body. yeah, throughout it, I've made some good friends. But overall, it really showed how, I was kind of thinking to myself, wow, like I'm not really disciplined anymore about anything. Um, and this training really showed me who I am and what I'm really good at. And that's just like sticking with whatever the plan is, just training myself, sticking with it, listening to my body. It takes so much effort. It takes so much energy to like train for something, especially like a marathon, and especially if you're trying to like not get injured, you gotta like put in the work kind of thing. And yeah, I've had some things come up where I was really hoping I could hit 60K like pretty much the whole time, a whole peak week. I really wanted to progress, but the reality was my body, I think, was just telling me you're going too fast, too much. Um, and I had to take that break. I also never really stopped climbing during this training. Yes, like I didn't really care too much about it. I didn't care too much about progressing and climbing. It's just impossible to like keep up with climbing and train for a marathon all at the same time. But I didn't stop. Like I climbed on average 2 times per week, which is like a lot also on top of like running. And now that I'm like looking back at this whole training block, I showed up every day. Like I showed up every single moment. And whatever happens. I am not so like I have a goal in mind, but I'm not married to it. I feel really confident. Like I feel really good about where I'm at, if that makes sense. And I don't know what that really means. I'll probably be pretty disappointed if I don't make my goal, but it doesn't mean end of the world. And it also is going to open up new things for me. Like maybe I just need to work towards that goal again, and I'll do it better because I've trained for a marathon before, right? And this is my first marathon, so I'll give myself some slack and just really have fun and take care of my body and not try not to injure myself. And I'm super excited. I am so excited to do my last long run before the race. Yeah, maybe I just needed to like talk through my emotions because I feel a lot better now. Yeah, I'm gonna put on some sunscreen, which I think I already did, and get some fuel, do some mobility things, and then hit the road and do my long run. And then hopefully it goes well. Yeah. Okay, see ya. Okay, so let's try this. Here we go. Okay, so let's try these shoes on. The dogs are like, what the hell is going on? Okay. Oh my god. These should not cost this much, okay? These are super light. Oh, I'm so nervous because this, I'm hoping, does not give me blisters. Who knows what it's gonna feel like with like 30K under the belt, right? And who knows what it's gonna feel like. But what I remember with these shoes is that they did feel amazingly stable for super shoes. I feel like that's pretty rare. But here we are. Super shoes and $380 fucking dollars. Just crazy. But here we go. We're gonna try this. Oh, sorry, baby. It's kind of hard to put on, but the size is right. Okay, this is fresh legs, fresh toes right now, which is pretty rare. Okay, they feel kind of big. No. Okay, so they feel, I don't know if it's because it feels super like light. There you go. Toes are here. Yeah, did get a bigger size. Okay, super shoes. Here we go. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, honestly, they feel really nice. They feel really good. I think. There we go. Last shakeout run before the race. Legs are feeling good and fresh. When I started running, I could not believe my heart rate. It was so high. And when I set my pace at 5:40, my goals for the marathon were come out of this injury-free, have a good time, and honestly, deep down, running a sub 4 was what kept me running and training the way that I was. I had no idea where my fitness was in the beginning. Training for something that's challenging to me was what kept me going. I never missed a workout, rain or snow, I was out there training. But underneath it all, as the days went by and race day got closer, I was afraid of disappointing myself again.
Come on, hope you're doing well.
When I got to the last stretch of the race, I was expecting to hit the wall that everyone was talking about. But honestly, I didn't hit a wall, and I was feeling great. The best part was I was running injury-free and smiling the whole way, so I was already meeting 2 of my goals. And the result? I did not meet my sub 4 goal, but I've never been more proud of myself. The amount of training I had done up to this point, all the luck that I needed, all the things that I had to align for this race to happen, and for all the people to show up. Especially my partner, who stayed with me from the very beginning of the race until the very end when I wasn't talking to him anymore. I could not be more grateful.
Hey, this is latest video.
Huh?